So I'm not even gonna talk much in the beginning. I'm just gonna get into this video because I am so over people spreading so many lies and saying so many things about me, but they don't want to say anything about themselves. And I was invited to go to VidCon by my management, so I had a ticket and I invited Selena to come with me. Keep in mind, we didn't have a ticket for her yet, but I was like figuring like, I'll figure out something. We'll figure out something when we get there. McQueen had an extra ticket, so he gave it to her. So she's taken care of for VidCon. The night of the first night, me and all the girls are hanging out in the hotel room and we have this long talk where one of the girls mentions that she doesn't want to be in anyone's vlogs. She says it's making her look a certain way that she's not, and she doesn't like it. She doesn't want to be in the vlogs anymore is what she says to us. Selena agrees with her and says, yeah, I don't like this either. Like, I don't want to be in the vlogs. Like, I don't like it. So the first girl says, like, I'm gonna say something to the boys tomorrow. Like, I'm gonna let them know I don't want to be in the vlogs anymore. And Selena says, yeah, I'm gonna do the same. Like, I agree. The next day comes, the girl tells everyone, like, I don't want to be in your vlogs. And Selena is sitting 2 feet away from her. Selena's quiet. Selena does not say anything. Selena continues to be in the vlogs, and she continues to be the main clickbaiting titles of almost everyone's vlogs.
It's right around the corner. What's up, please?
You want to get a thumbnail? You gotta put your head on my shoulder like you're just doing, and just like smile.
Wait. Can't be looking bald.
Later that night, we went to another YouTuber's hotel room. We were all eating food, we were all chilling. Keep in mind there's a bunch of us in this room, including one of the guys that Selena messed with is in the room. When all of a sudden a different boy decides to start filling up on Selena. Flirting turns into touching. Touching turns into sucking her toes. Keep in mind, everyone is in the room and he's sucking her toes. Like, he did not give a fuck that we were in the room, which kind of made me laugh. I thought this shit was hilarious. And Selena is just like, Chandler, like, where'd you go? Like, why'd you leave? And I'm like, what do you mean, why did I leave? Like, I didn't want to be there. That's awkward as hell. Like, and I ended up falling asleep on McQueen's bed. Keep in mind, McQueen, that whole night, we did not know where he was. He was MIA.
I was in his bed and McQueen was editing on my laptop or whatever, on his laptop. He was like, hey, can I edit in here? Because everybody else is being loud in the other room and business, strictly business. And I was like, okay, that's fine.
No funky shit.
No funky stuff. Y'all know me, my subscribers know. So I fall asleep, knocked out. And basically McQueen like fell asleep in here. Like he fell asleep in here. So we have a couch right, hold on, let me show down. Cause y'all gonna get this tea. He fell asleep on this couch right here. And I was on this bed right there. Here. Okay? Let's make that clear. So, yeah, and I'm like, why is he still in here? Like, first of all, I don't know you like that. And it's just gonna make me look bad too. You know what I'm saying? From the outside. So
A has her own hotel room. So Selena brings up the point that earlier that night, like at the club, A and McQueen have been flirting. So she's like, it was McQueen's birthday last night. You know, they probably were, you know, doing the dirty, the nasty in the hotel room. Selena is the one who said that, not me. On that day, me, McQueen, Selena, and 3 other YouTubers who I'm not going to mention their names because they don't have a part in the story, they're just there. We all decided to go back to the VidCon convention. So we get on the shuttle and we go to VidCon, and I just noticed that Selena is very talkative with McQueen, which they could, maybe they're just friends or whatever, but I don't know, I feel like you can kind of feel a vibe in the air, which maybe I was wrong, maybe I'm wrong about their little vibe, but I felt a little vibe.
My birthday, Selena.
I know. I got you gifts.
What is it?
Tommy.
Oh yeah?
Hell yeah.
Oh man, tonight gonna be a good night for me and this guy right here.
As we're standing in line, I guess McQueen got into some sort of riff-raff with the lady. Now there's a video of this. I'm not sure how many of you guys have seen it yet, but I'm gonna put it here, so let me scoot over. McQueen uploaded a vlog where he shows us standing in line. However, if you pay closely attention, you'll notice that he cut off the beginning of the vlog, which means we didn't get to see what happened in the beginning. And I don't know why he cut off the beginning. But I'm guessing the beginning of the vlog was what started the whole argument with the lady in front of him.
Dead ass.
Bye. Dude.
How you doing?
I'm just taking your picture.
Oh, you like me? You like how I look?
No, I want to put it on the internet. What
Oh,
you're
for
doing
real?
for the kids.
Oh, okay, cool.
really rude.
Make sure you tag my name.
How disgusting pervert you are.
Yeah.
For small children.
Yeah, tell them to follow Megan McQueen too. Megan
You're a
McVlogs.
queen?
Yeah.
You look like a queen.
Thank you very much. Tell them to follow Megan McVlogs. Thank you very much.
Tell them what a real pervert looks like.
Oh yeah, 6'2", blue hair,
Disgusting.
Snoop,
Cute as hell.
cute as hell.
Cute
You know
as
what I'm
hell.
saying? Cute as hell. You know what I'm saying?
If you want to be famous for being disgusting.
Oh, I do.
No, he's amazing.
I do.
He's damn great.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gross too.
If that's what you call me.
What'd you say?
Yo, we getting that good foot today.
Now that you guys have seen the video, I'm gonna start saying a few things that I felt were wrong with this video. For number one, we don't see the beginning of the video, so I don't know how the argument started, as well as in person. I'm not sure how the argument started. I wasn't in the conversation because as Selena and McQueen are having this argument with this lady, I was taking a picture with one of you guys. I was taking a picture with a subscriber. As I'm taking this picture with a subscriber, I'm taking it, you know, when you take it, you stop talking, you're quiet, I'm smiling. And I hear next to me just arguing going on. So the moment I'm done with this picture, you can hear me in the background of McQueen's video saying, what happened? Like, what's going on? I'm asking Selena, what's going on? And as I'm saying this, she's making faces to this lady. And what you guys didn't see in the video, because McQueen wasn't recording this part, was I said to Selena, what did you say to her? And Selena said, nah, fuck that bitch. Keep in mind, the supporter who came to take a picture with me was still standing next to me as Selena says, fuck that bitch. I'm gonna talk about that in a second, but my third issue was that I feel like us as social media kids, when we are in the public eye, we should hold ourselves to a certain standard, and that includes not arguing with people in public. This is not funny to me. I walk away and that's the end of that situation. When I leave them, I text Selena saying, bottom line, that was embarrassing as hell. So you can stay with McQueen for the day. My image is not something to mess around with, period. She then responds to me saying, Chandler, you're being rude as fuck. You weren't even there and don't know what was said. She was being rude, she's talking about the lady. She was being rude and coming for me and McQueen for no reason. I responded, it is what it is, ... Nothing that you say to me is going to matter. I don't like being seen in that kind of light, and if hanging out with you guys is going to make me look stupid, I'm not going to do it. You guys are being disrespectful. Selena, McQueen, and A walk into the hotel room later, and Selena and A are talking about they're going to go do something. I think they were going to go film a video or something, and McQueen was saying he's going with them or something. I don't know. They were going somewhere, but I needed to film a video, and my camera and stuff was in Selena's car, so I told Selena, I need my stuff out your car. She was like, okay, like we can go get it. So I told Fred, do you want to come? And Fred was like, yeah. So me, Selena, and Fred go. By the way, McQueen walked with a big bunch of group into the elevator before us, and then we were walking behind. So we get into the elevator, and McQueen is already talking to them about what happened, because I guess someone had asked like what happened, because they see it on McQueen's face, like he had a stare, you know. And as I'm in the elevator, McQueen had said something like, nobody gives a fuck about your reputation. He was saying it to me. And I responded saying, well, you don't, but I do. Like, I was very calm in this situation, you know what I mean? I was not going off on McQueen. You guys can, I'll play the clip right now, actually.
Speech. Who gives a f? Is there a law that I can't have freedom of speech? Oh, of course you gonna agree with her. Of course you agree. I'm just saying, my nigga, like, I can talk however the f I want whenever I want.
But it's just it's the principle.
It ain't no principle on nothing, my nigga. It's freedom of speech. That's the principle. Yeah, my nigga. Talking about fuck your reputation.
That's why I walked away, because I didn't agree.
Yeah, I know. Fuck your reputation too. You can walk away, my nigga. I don't give a f about you or your reputation.
Exactly, that's why I walked away.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, this is
Chandler Alexis.
good. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, you can suck to her too. Give a fuck about your reputation, my nigga. She gonna hit you up in 2 weeks talking about I don't know you either. Bye, I don't know you, Chandler.
Later that night, we are at the YouTube party. Like I said, the YouTube party that my management hosted, and I see Selena, and at first I just like wasn't talking to her. I was ignoring her, but keep in mind she's hanging out with all of my friends, so it's kind of hard to ignore her. Literally, when I say my friends, I'm saying they're my friends. I've been friends with these people for almost a year, some of them months, and Selena has just met them 2 weeks ago. At this party, I peep that Selena has now chosen a different YouTuber to hang around with. She's like all flirty with him, he's dancing with her, he's bringing her drinks. She's just like in his ear the whole night. Like, you know, they look like an item. If I was an outsider looking in, I would think that they were a couple. Later on that night, I tell Selena, like, do you want to come to the bathroom with me? So she was like, yeah. As we're in the bathroom and washing our hands, I proceed to tell her, you're a hoe.
Bruh.
Probably not the best choice of words. Like I said, I pulled some wrongs and I shouldn't have called her a hoe, but that's what I told her. I'm just being honest. I told her, you're a hoe. And she goes, Chandler, what? Like, what? Like, what are you talking about? I said, Selena, you've literally been passed around the team from guy to guy to guy. Like, you're a water girl. Like, you've been, everyone goes back to their hotel rooms. At least I go back to my hotel room. Does Selena ever come? No. And she mentioned in a video that she did that it was because she felt like we were having beef and she didn't want to be the awkward one in the room, which I can understand that.
We were all beefing, and like I don't want to bring negativity
or be around
to someone, like especially to someone else's hotel. So I'm just like, you know what, I'm gonna stay somewhere
Stay
else
with me. So
I stayed with her,
and I'm by myself in my room. So
yeah,
I'm
so
like, you can come over. Like, we went to her hotel, the one that she was staying at with Chandler, to get her makeup so we can film that video. So I get there and I'm talking to Chandler like, hey girl, like, hey, what's up, da da da. And she's asking me questions or whatever. And then she tried to, okay, basically I'll tell you how the conversation went. She was like, hey, oh, what's going on, da da da. And I was like, yeah, I stayed in last night because I got some bad news. I was going through something. And she was like, oh yeah, and Queen's been staying in your room, right? And I'm just like, hold on, let me clarify something. And I basically clarified what I told you guys in the beginning. And I thought it was it. And then she tried to say something. She tried to accuse her of doing something, or she tried to sneak this and say, oh, I wonder what this and that person was doing with this person. And then after that, I was just like, okay, I didn't know. I was just like, yeah, so
and when Selena and A walk into the hotel room, when they came in, Selena was getting some of her things together and A took a seat in the chair, and I was like, so where were you guys last night? Like, were you with McQueen? I asked A if she was with McQueen because, like I said, Selena had already said the day before that she figured that they were a thing, you know what I mean? So I asked her, like, were you with McQueen? And she was like, no, like, I was not with McQueen. Like, I have a boyfriend. She was like, McQueen stayed in my hotel last night because he got locked out of his, but he slept on the couch. Like, nothing happened with us. Like, I have a boyfriend. Keep in mind, I did not know this girl had a boyfriend, but I did not care. Like, I did not talk to that girl that often, so I didn't care. I was just like, oh, okay, cool. Like, all right.
My thing is, don't try to, like, I wasn't even gonna say nothing because I'm not with that drama shit. But don't try to sneak diss somebody and then have them looking stupid, like...
Yeah, so basically, I didn't know I was getting sneak diss. She knew.
But
she was standing on the other side of the room watching me and Chandler have a conversation. And Shalom was in the room too. So when we left to go to her car to come back to my hotel, she was like, Abby, like, I'm going to tell you this because I like you. And I seen that, you know, you're kind of real. She said...
You looking dumb.
She said that you... On that first night when McQueen came to edit the video in your room, she was like, oh, it was McQueen's birthday. She was like, I bet Abby's getting his. But you get the shebang. She was like, oh, I bet Abby's giving it to him. Abby's easy. You don't know me. Like, you don't know me, like, from
no room. So Selena brings up the point that earlier that night, like at the club, A and McQueen have been flirting. So she's like, it was McQueen's birthday last night. You know, they probably were, you know, doing the dirty, the nasty in the hotel room. Selena is the one who said that, not me.
I told you, I genuinely did not know you had a boyfriend or nothing like that. So I'm like, McQueen, like,
you probably said it too.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying I was like, McQueen, did you? He was like, nah, I didn't.
He didn't do anything.
I was like, nothing. He said, I went to sleep, nigga. I'm like, okay, for sure. But I'm saying, like, I thought you guys felt, but I'm saying I asked, and I'm saying, like, I wasn't on no fake. Just talking, you know, like, I asked.
You can find this comment on this person's blog, but someone commented, you're being passed around like a blunt at a party. That is exactly how I felt about someone. So I tweeted it and I put 100 with a laughing emoji. My Twitter is a space where I can say whatever the hell I wanted to say. It's my social media. If you read one of my tweets and you feel like the shoe fits and I didn't even mention your name, then I'm sorry you feel a certain way about one of my tweets, which I will admit my tweet was aimed towards Selena, but it did not have her name in it. So I could have been talking about anyone, to be honest. But like I said, I was throwing a little bit of shade, but no one, like none of the viewers would have known that I was talking about Selena. Only Selena would know I was talking about Selena because the shoe fit, you know what I mean? So I tweeted that, and then later that morning, I'm talking on the phone with one of my friends. Keep in mind, this phone call is not on speaker. I have it to my ear. I'm talking on the phone to my friend. So I know in their video, they try to say, oh, we heard her talking this, and that on the phone. lies. Like, cool. Like, all right. They leave. Like I said, Selena did not take all of her stuff. She only took a few things. So after she leaves, I text her saying, are you going to split the cost with me for the extra night, or are you staying at blanks again? Because I figured since A had told me that McQueen stayed in her hotel room, that Selena hadn't stayed in there either. Selena stayed in McQueen's hotel room, in his bed, or the bed next to his, who knows. So she responded saying, first, I stayed at A's, so you can dead that shit. And second, nah, I'll get my things in a little and stay somewhere else. She got an attitude when she texted me, so I'm just like, I don't want to see this girl later. Like, you can come get your stuff now. So I said, okay, you can get it now because I'm about to leave. She responds saying, I already left, so I'm gonna get it later. At this point, I had talked to Shalom, and I had friends who were staying in a different hotel room, so I had planned on staying in their hotel room for the rest of the day because Shalom had to check out at 12. It was like 11:30 when these girls, let me actually look at the time on here. When I sent the first text, it was 11:42, so we had 15 minutes to get out. So I texted her saying, then come back, I don't care, I'm leaving in 30 minutes. She said, Chandler, I have a key, I'll get it later, and then I'll leave the key inside the hotel. I'm not coming back. I told her the key won't work, I'm not staying in this room. She said, why? I responded, do you not understand what I'm saying? The fuck? With a laughing emoji. I said, how long until you're here? Because I don't know where to put your stuff when I leave. Keep in mind, like, we're packing all our stuff up, it's time to go. She says, you don't need to touch my things, I'm on my way. She comes back about 10 minutes after sending that text, and she gets all her stuff and she leaves.
So we go back to her hotel room because Champion's like, oh, get your stuff, come get your stuff. I might move it. So we go up to the hotel room, and as soon as we open the door, we hear her in the middle of a conversation, and she was like, oh, it's like this hoe is being passed around like a blunt at a party. And as soon as she seen us, she was like, oh, hold on. And mind you, the person she was on the phone with, I have no problem with. Like, you know who you are. I really like you. Like, I really watch your videos.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Like, I genuinely, I'm not gonna say who this person is, but
yeah,
I'm just saying, like, if you're watching this, like, I genuinely like you and stuff like that. And, like, I did not have a problem with you, like, at all. Like,
and mind you, so after that, I'm just mad all day. Whatever. We go to VidCon. So I get on my live, and someone asks, where's Chandler? And I'm like, I'm not even friends with Chandler like that, so why are they asking me? I was like, y'all go ask Chandler where she's at. Like, and then so somebody was like, oh, did you see the tweets?
Oh, no, I was on live, and someone was just like, did you see what's going on? Like, did you see the Twitter, or Chandler's Twitter, or something like that?
So I'm on live we're on live while this is going on. So I'm like, we're both tweets.
Yeah, we're both on live. Like, so she's on live on her.
I'm on my live, she's on her live.
Yeah, and I'm like, hold up, go look. So she gets out of her live, and she goes and looks.
So I guess it was set. I didn't delete my live. I don't care. Why am I delete it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So I guess it was like, oh, it was known. But obviously it was like, oh, they're about to go see what Chandler's up to. Hell yeah. So we get to the tweets, and it said the exact line that she said when we walked in the room. It's like, this hoe is being passed around like a blunt at a party. Then she gets a FaceTime call from Chandler. She doesn't answer. Then she gets a text and said, oh, you can't answer.
But and then the craziest thing is, the reason why I did not answer was, like, first of all, there's nothing we need to be talking about. And second of all, I'm on the other line. I don't have time to answer your phone. I don't even want to speak to you, like, right now. Like,
what the f we finna talk about?
Why would you feel the need to call me? Like, I was on the phone with somebody. You call me. I'm like, no, I'm not answering. You know what I'm saying? Like.
So then she texted you saying what?
She texted me talking about, like, since you don't want to answer your phone, like, you'll find out what I have to say on live or something. On Instagram
Live.
I'm just looking through my social media when I go onto my Twitter, and I'm getting tweets from you guys saying Selena and A are on Selena's live talking about you. Instantly, I'm fired up. I'm like, there's no way that this girl is on social media talking about me with a girl she just met 2 days ago, 3 days ago, when I'm the reason she's here. Like, she wouldn't even have met these people if I hadn't brought her with me to VidCon. So I'm like, let me go check this live out. So I watched the live, and it's Selena and A going on my Twitter, like, reading my tweets, and I hear someone say, this bitch is really snapping, and I'm just like, who the hell are these people? Like, who the hell is talking about me, and why is Selena in a car talking about me? Like, I've done so much for you. Even if we're not friends anymore, the last thing you should be doing is talking about me with a group of people that you just met 3 days ago. Like, that shit's not cool to me, and that's what got me pissed. So now we're going to the juice. But what you guys don't know is, before I even had thought of the idea of going on Instagram Live, I decided to call up Selena because I'm like, I want to talk to you. Like, I want to hear why the hell my name is in your mouth and with a group of people on Instagram Live. She shouldn't be talking about me at all on any social media platform, because all of her social media has followers because of me. Like, you guys, it's my supporters. Like, I told my supporters, go follow Selena on social media. So she's basically talking to my supporters about me, and I'm like, I'm not cool with that shit. If we take all my supporters away from Selena and DDG's supporters away from Selena, Selena would be back at 3,000 followers on Instagram. So the fact that you have the potential of talking to 20K people that are not your actual independent followers is not cool with me. So I'm like, let me keep it mature. I call Selena. She sends me to voicemail. I call her again. She declines. So at this point, I'm like, okay, so you want to play this little game. You want to decline my calls. Like, I'm trying to be mature right now and talk to you and see what the hell's up. Because when I have an issue with someone, I'll let it be known. Like, I let you know I don't like you if I don't like you. Or I'll let you know if I think something of you, I'm gonna let you know I think this of you, like you guys have heard in the beginning of the story. I have no filter. I say what I gotta say, and that's it. So I text her. I text her saying, you don't want to answer my calls, so you can watch live instead to hear what I have to say. Pootie, Zias, and B-Lou. And Selena. So 2 girls and 4 boys, right? 4 niggas. 4 niggas. It's 4 in the morning. And I'm like, all right, I'm going back to my hotel room. Like, it's fucking 4 in the morning. I'm ready to go. Don't you think your friend would be like, okay, I'm coming with you? No. This said, all right, I'm staying. Didn't come home. Didn't come to the hotel until 11 a.m. this morning. Like, where the fuck were you? Because you just met these niggas 3 days ago. Like, y'all can watch the clip, watch the vlog. She just met them 3 days ago. Where were you until 11 in the morning? Came back in the same outfit. Where were you? Like, that's disgusting. You're trying to go to hell. You're not even trying to be a good person. You're trying to go to hell. Do you like Pontiac Made EG? Of course.
So we're watching the live. I didn't want, like, we already knew it was about Selena. She was calling Selena all out her name, disrespecting her family, all of that. Yeah. But I'm just, y'all know I'm hunching that line to see if she say my name. So she got almost 2,000, like 1,000, I don't remember, almost 2,000 people, probably 1,500 people watching. Yeah. And she ended up saying my name. Mind you, I'm a nobody. So someone
had commented like something about like
nobody said my name in the comments. Oh no. She just came out of nowhere.
She just came out of nowhere.
I think she just came out of nowhere. Either way, she said, "Oh, Abby, what?" Yeah,
I don't think it's still up there.
And then I don't know who Abby is.
You obviously do know who I am since you're talking about me on your live.
Or like, I didn't know who you were before you came here. Still don't know who you are.
And I must say, Cockroach, that I didn't know who you were either. But obviously you did know me because you followed me on Instagram and Snapchat. So let's not throw that card, okay? Thanks.
Want to have my name in your mouth? Just take a seat. Take several.
What if this girl don't take her own advice and sit down and be humble?
Take several. You don't even have my phone number.
What the f we finna talk about?
Like, you ain't... I don't know who you got yourself confused with. Like, you and Selena over here just got your imaginations running.
As long as we have our imagination.
Like, do y'all know who she is? Like, I'm not trying to diss her. I don't know who you are. Like, you coming for me, but I don't even know who you are. I don't know your first or last name.
If I need to say something, I'm gonna call you. So I asked Selena for her number, and I FaceTimed her. And you guys, I came at her real calmly. Like, I didn't come at her like,
yeah, it was nice.
I was like, hey Chandler, it's Abby. On my cute girl shit. I was like, I was like, it's Abby, and I heard this, that, and she kept cutting me off. Like, she wouldn't even let me talk. She was being sarcastic and like throwing sarcastic remarks, like, like, no, listen. And then she started to get, like, I was trying to be calm, and then she just started saying, oh, I was like, oh, like, why are you lying on your, like, on your live? Because she said DEG is like her brother, and she said McQueen is like her best friend and her brother when they both don't mess with her. Like, and you're gonna see their video too, because if they make one, don't try to find me in court. If y'all ever try to take me in court, I will have the evidence on y'all asses, so don't ever try me. Yeah. So basically, guys, I'm gonna just sum it up. I told her, I got mad. I went from 0 to 1,000, like, real quick.
It was just yelling.
I went from Chandler, like, to, okay, if you want to try me, my room is 258. I'm at the Stanford Inn. Come see me. If you want to fight, let's go. Knock on my door, and we could go. Like, and I was like, yeah, that's what you want to do? All right. And I hung up. Beep, beep, beep. And then as soon as I hung up, it said, dun 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 dun. And I was like
3 times.
Dude, I was like, decline. Each time I was trying to decline. Every time I declined, I was trying to block her number because I don't want this number. So every time I try to block it, she would call me, and I'm like, I'm trying to block you.
A few minutes after I get off of Instagram, I get a FaceTime call from an unknown number. I answer the phone call and it is A. A calls me and A is like, hey Chandler. Calm at first. I'm like, hey, what's up? A proceeds to tell me, I heard from someone that you said when McQueen stayed in my hotel room that I got his dick wet. But I cut her off. I was like, no. I did not say that. I said, I honestly don't care what you're doing. Like, I haven't been paying attention to what you're doing. Like, I do not care about that kind of stuff. Like, I did not say it. I just let her know it was not me who said it. She proceeds to say, well, I feel like if you have something to say, you can say it to my face. And I said, good. Like, that's exactly how I am. If I have something to say, I'll say it to your face. But I'm the type of person where if I hear something, he said, she said, I'll go to the person, I'll ask them, is this what you said? If they say they didn't, then I'll go off of that. You said you didn't, then okay, moving on. Because we're not going to do the whole back and forth, well, you said this, well, you said that, because it's just not going to get anywhere, you know what I mean? And she goes on to say, well, that's why McQueen and DDG don't fuck with you. They don't even like you. Like, they talk about you all the time. And I'm just like, okay, A, this is where the conversation has to end. Whether they like me or dislike me has nothing to do with you. If they don't like me, they can tell me. And if they don't want to tell me that they don't like me, but they want to talk about me to you, then they're fake for that. But like I said, I wasn't there, so we're doing the whole he said, she said. You're starting drama by trying to tell me that McQueen and Daryl don't like me. That's not your place. When one of my friends comes up to the room and tells me there's a party in this hotel, like in the hotel I'm staying in, he's like, there's a party downstairs. So I go downstairs, and while I'm down there, I see McQueen. I walk up to McQueen and I start talking to him like, whatever happened earlier, because like I said, he was mad. He still thinks I'm fake. He still thinks blah blah. So I'm like, you know what, we're gonna have to have our own opinions on the situation and agree to disagree, because I'm not trying to stay mad at you. Like, I'm not even mad at you. I'm not trying to have no beef with you though, whatever, you know what I mean? Like, we're supposed to be friends. I don't have time for this. And he then proceeds to tell me like, nah Chandler, like I still think you're fake for this, blah 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 blah. And as he's talking, I was like, well McQueen, you're calling me fake, but I'm gonna tell you what I heard and you can tell me if it's true or not, and we can go from there. I heard from A that you said you don't like me and you don't fuck with me. Is that true? McQueen proceeds to tell me, no, I never said that. Like, that's not true. Those words never came out of my mouth. Like, maybe A peeped how I was feeling, because I really felt like the way I was acting was like, I don't fuck with you. But I never said I don't fuck with you. So I'm like, all right, so I'm gonna take your word for it. Moving on. Like, okay, now I see this girl just likes to lie. Like, she spreads lies about people to try and get them to not be friends with each other. All right, whatever.